Hello, I want to go ahead and go over DMA 30 section 2 this time. Remember again to pause the video and work out problems or write down notes as you go before I give the answer, and that would be your best way of learning. So let's get started with section 2. I have a few problems I want to go over. Maybe this one just will take about 3 problems to go over this section. It's a real quick section that you need to do. So this one here, determine the proportion if it's true. So if we're looking at an example, a problem, the best way to figure out if these two fractions or ratio or equal to each other, which means proportion, is to multiply diagonally. So if you just take your calculator, multiply 10 times 30, and then 6 times 50, if they both equal the same number, for this case here where both equals 300, then you would click the box, yes, that is proportional. So that's pretty much all you have to do when the direction asks you to determine whether it's proportional. All we're doing is just multiplying diagonally the numbers to see if they are equal to each other. For this one here, there's a two-part question. So for this first question is going to ask for what is the proportion. Then write this in for proportion, that this is what the sentence looks like. And then it says tell if the proportion is true. So for this particular one here, 1500s, if you need to write a decimal, you write 15, and hundreds is 2 places behind the decimal. So one place is called the tenths, 2 places is called the hundreds, and 3 places is called the thousands, and so forth. So for this one here, because it says hundreds, I'm going 2 places. So we write 15 in hundreds. 2, remember that word 2 again from section 1, means divide. 3, so we have 3 here, is going to be equal to 30, which is hundreds, so we have 0.30, to 6. So once we set it up a proportion, check your answer, and then we're going to multiply again, 6 times the 15, 0.15, and then 3 times 0.30, and if they are equal to each other in your calculator, then we write yes. If they're not, you put no. The last problem is going to be number 9. So this time here, we're missing a number. So this time when you were trying to find out what n is equal to, the best way to work this problem out is in your calculators again, you multiply the two numbers that you actually have. So 14 and 10 are diagonal and the numbers that I actually can multiply together. So we multiply these two together and then always divide by the number left over. That always produces what our n should be. So multiply, then divide. So if we do it if we set it up here, I'm going to be an example. What it looks like is 15 times 6 gives us the 30, and then divide by the 30 for this answer here. I'm sorry, 15 times 6 gives us 90, and then we divide by 30 because we're going to do the opposite. So once we get into this sentence here, in order way to move over this equal sign, you have to do the opposite. So this 30 is being multiplied by the n. So you do the opposite of multiplication, you divide. So that's why I say multiply, then divide. So this is basically what we're doing in this problem. So again, multiply the numbers, divide here produces the answer for you. So this one should be, the answer should be 3. That was the last problem in this section. So that with those 3 problems, you should be able to get through section 2 and complete this section.